So the car has been under the sun for close to 2 hours now. So I'm about to drive out, but I decided to open the door to let the heat escape before I go into drive. Like I said, I don't like operating my windows when I'm in motion or when I'm driving. So I'd rather let the cooler air go in, take out the hot air, so that when I go in, I can now switch on the AC. This car, I don't know. I don't know how to explain my love for this car. I've always been having fun competing with other powerful vehicles, mostly the naturally aspirated, and even some turbocharged engines, but I'm talking about cars that I even know that are more powerful than this vehicle in terms of the horsepower and the Newton meter torque. Still, this car keeps amazing me. Something really happened today, which was why I decided let me don't talk about this thing. So I was on expressway and having fun, and the car kind of started misfiring. I don't know. This engine can be very annoying sometimes. For a very long time now, months now, it hasn't misfired. So suddenly, I think I needed to overtake, so I downshifted from 4 to 3, and boom, the misfire came up. But even at that, it still continued, but the power dropped a little. So by the time I got to 4, I got close to one Toyota Camry, this 2014 to 2016 model. It was a V6, I could tell from the exhaust. And the car, whoever that was driving the car, now I don't know, felt how dare a 406 overtook me in the manner I was coming. And by the time I got almost, as we were like side by side, this car now, I could hear the sound. He now downshifted as well. I held it there. I didn't let me do the overtaking. I was like, wow. So I think I now shifted it from 5 and left it on 4. And both of us, we are like, as in, none of us could accelerate or go beyond each other. So I was on 4, remember, I just left it on 4. And eventually I had to let it go. But I remember the car was misfired, one cylinder was not running. But then at that high RPM, you will even hear or notice the misfire a little. It was just pushing and pushing and pushing. I don't want to mention the speed the car was at that time. So my point is, eventually I let it go, and in fact I had to park by the roadside to see which of the cylinder that messed up the fun I was having, because I didn't want to push it that hard, extremely that long with that engine misfire. But the point is, how come even with that minor issue, a 268 horsepower vehicle could not overtake this car that is just 210 horsepower? Because that Camry, from my understanding, has about 268 horsepower V6. Remember, the car had a V6 engine, and even has that. In other words, it has like 50 horsepower over 50 horsepower over this vehicle. And then the torque, it has also about 330 or thereabout torque. So it also has more than 50 torque over this, because this one is about 285 Nm. So, and that Camry is about 330 Nm. Yet it could overtake a car that is almost misfiring. Just to tell you. So it keeps make me wonder which other car can I actually get, as in that I can feel that is okay, is worth it aside this. Because I keep looking at which car can I get that can outspeed this vehicle. I just can't figure out. I have been seeing some anyway, especially naturally aspirated, because that's where my focus is. Maybe it could eventually be a turbocharger, but turbocharger, I don't know. Yeah, could be fast, but then the point is, even with this car, some of those turbocharged engines with over 300 horsepower, this car actually competes with them. Guys, you need to know what I do with this car. I don't know. You know what this car have done? This car has embarrassed a lot of people with some brand, and some cars, they will be surprised that a natural aspirated could actually compete and sometimes embarrass them. I don't know. This is one of the cars I would say is a Peugeot mistake. Not a mistake in actual fact, but man, it was. I don't. Probably the intention was not to make it a very fast, quick car, not necessarily for a very quick car, because it's just a normal family small saloon car, family size small saloon car, not necessarily a performance vehicle. But then it ended up becoming, you know, something else. Car is getting old. You know, this underneath started to peel off. I don't know. This is 2000 production. Why that Camry is 2014 to 2016, so over 14 years age gap. And the Camry is 3.5 liter engine. This is 2.9 liter engine. And imagine if my that misfire didn't come up, and I actually decided to, you know, let's see what happens. You couldn't overtake this car on gear 4. Wow. Meaning there's still one speed remaining. With the misfire, I couldn't. It was just, I know, it's not just the one that happened today, you know, it's just every now and then. You know, you enter the road, you now meet somebody who is also out there for fun. You'll be like, okay, let's have it together. And sometimes they will be so amazed that 406 could do this. Most times they don't see that V6 badge initially, you know. They won't see it because they will just look at the front or the rear end. Oh, this 406. But then by the time the car will embarrass them, they will be like, no, something else. Okay, so my plan or hope is eventually to get something else that's just as or much faster than this. You know, irrespective of the brand, I don't care about brand anymore. I just want something, especially a naturally aspirated manual. This is V8, call it whatever it is. The turbocharger will be like a secondary or third option. You know, I just love this car, especially on a different level. You know, you know, tiny but powerful. But it's not actually a big vehicle, much smaller compared to the full-size saloon vehicle, like 508 and the rest. This is a smaller car. I mean, remember this is a 404 family series. So if you look at 404, which is much smaller compared to normal family size car, so this is just the same. It's a 400 series car. So it's not meant to be, it's 500 series like 504, 505, then 508. Those are the cars you could say, okay, that's a normal size for a saloon car. These are just mini vehicles. That's why even 407 is also not big. But man, this car has, you know, created a record on its own. Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's a car that some people will tell you they will enter the grave with. My wish is that this car stay with me in the same condition or better until, you know, whatever happens. I do love the car. I don't have words to express, you know, what I feel about the car. It's just something else on the road, especially once you get into action. I don't know, the automatic, they don't really do it, but the ones with manual, wow, something else. No, I mean, if you have opportunity, get a 406 V6, especially a manual one, you understand what I mean. All right.